Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we want to take a look at Kyogre with the move Origin Pulse. Is it worth it to Elite TM this Pokemon with that charge move here? Seems kinda weird to do that as you're going to have zero coverage with this Pokemon now. You have a fast move that is going to be water type, you have two charge moves that's going to be water type. So is it worth it? We're going to ask ourselves today. We're going to see some very good examples why it might actually be worth it, which I didn't really expect too much. When I went into this video idea, I actually thought immediately, yeah, no, like you don't really have to do it. And yes, you don't really have to do it. Like this Pokemon's still going to be very good without this move. You can still go for Thunder or the Blizzard and you're going to have more coverage. But honestly, I got KOs with Origin Pulse, which I didn't even know existed. So like this move is insane if you use it right. And so I would definitely recommend to you. Here we're going to see already the opponent going to have most likely a little bit of a difficult time laid down against our Kyogre as we're going to swap out into this one. We're going to see the Ho-Oh coming in and honestly play Kyogre in the lead. I actually didn't expect that this would be super good, but literally needy every lead right now is either Ho-Oh or Groudon. And both of them you completely hard wall, so like you have such a great time in the current meta. Here we're going to see the Origin Pulse flex basically. It was not really needed here against the Palkia just to nuke them away. But yeah, this team itself, very good. It worked out really well for me. Can recommend you this team in general. One thing I would change though is Zacian's moveset. I wouldn't go for a Wild Charge, I would go for Play Rough. Why did I go for Wild Charge in the first place? I expected a lot more Ho-Oh in the back compared to basically what I saw here. Basically all Ho-Oh in the lead, and if you use like Zacian as a safe swap here, you will struggle against Ho-Oh if you don't have a Wild Charge. That's why I went for Wild Charge on it, but here, look at this opponent, cannot really deal with the energy gain that I have on my Zacian. They're just gonna go down there as well. Now we can align our Dialga against the Kyogre, but this is still an iffy matchup because even though, this is a crazy thing about Kyogre, even though like they do like resisted damage here, you see how much damage they still do to us. It's kind of wild. And I'm too late to throw my charge move here, so I'm going to kind of be forced to shield this move up, just in case I have something like a Dialga in the back here. I can go ahead, go for one Iron Head here. Going to be able to do some, at least get the shield here, and I can go for another Draco Meteor. Do they shield this move up? Nope. And now we're going to have our Kyogre. Only resisted moves against a Dialga. You'd think this might be an awkward matchup for us, but let's take a look at this one. Iron Head coming through, going to get shielded. They baited us correctly, and we see now the Origin Pulse coming through against the Dialga. Bye Dialga, we don't care about you, like we don't care about them resisting the move here, we don't care about anything. Honestly, Origin Pulse is just such an insane nuke, it's wild. Here we're going to see the Dragonite coming in. Maybe she'll win to my, Dialga because I don't have Play Rough on this Pokemon here, but it's actually still fine. We will be able to go ahead and overfarm a little bit, go for one Wild Charge here. I don't think it even knocks them out, sadly. It doesn't, but I can still go for another one, which would knock them out, so that's kind of fine. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to let this move go through as well. We see the Groudon coming back in here. We are now in a range for one Fire Punch, but we're going to be able to get some damage on them as well. It's close combat. Going to get actually shielded, never mind. And I can still get to another one, but they're going to throw before, allowing them to knock us out with one Fire Punch, but we can realign our Kyogre against them. They of course can go for one bait here. They have of course Precipice Blades, which are going to do a ton of damage against us, but we see a Rayquaza coming in where we can just counter it with our Dialga. You don't see me throw a charge move here, I think, because as you're going to see here as well, I get this opponent super low already, and for me, I don't really want to get farmed on by the opponent's Groudon, so we kind of maneuver around here. This was intentionally that I didn't throw my charge move here, as I'm now going to be able to even get more energy with my Kyogre, and I can go ahead and go for two Surfs, and I definitely misclicked there because I want to go for my Surf immediately. This could be actually really bad for us because they can have a Fire Punch and Precipice Blades together. Like it's not really energy efficient because you give up basically 8 energy for the extra fast move that you have to do for that, but you can actually store 2 charge moves at the same time with this Pokemon, so it's kind of wild. Next opponent, we're going to see here a Conkeldurr. That's an interesting pick for this meta right now. You're going to play this a little bit awkwardly as well because you're going to see now a Melmetal coming in. If we know that they have Rock Slide, I would also be able to go ahead, which we know go into my Zacian, but I decided to just go for one Origin Pulse and try to nuke some opponents here so we can take a look at the move. Goodbye there. And we see now the Conkeldurr coming back in here. They can farm us down, and you're going to see me go into my Dialga. But one thing that I didn't think about, and like I only realized now later, I didn't really pay too much attention, I guess, to the battles. I don't have another shield. I thought the entire time I had 2 shields at this point of time. And this is like the main reason why you see me here throw on alignment and not try to catch the charge move, because my only player winning this game was right now to catch the charge move of the opponent. But I didn't do this because I just completely didn't see that we needed basically that that we didn't have our 2 shields left. So that was such a stupid play by me. But like, yeah, this was my own fault. This was definitely a winnable game. This is definitely going to be on my end, because I literally thought the entire time I still had a shield left after my Dialga shield, the move from Conkeldurr. Because otherwise I would have just went to my Zacian against the Conkeldurr, because I didn't want to really be in with my Zacian against the fighting type, because I wouldn't be able to farm down with my Snarl. If I had quick attack, I would have been able to farm down. So, like, that was kind of awkward, but yeah, I would have played it differently if it wasn't for me being stupid and thinking that I had still a shield left. You were going to encounter a Groudon against us. They're going to go for Fire Punch Bait, very smart decision by them, as they're going to be able to hit a Precipice Blades now. They have, so far, 2 ground types already. They're going to do some decent damage against us here right now, and we're gonna go into our Zacian, which was yeah, it was a misplay to be fair, because I can still get to 1 Precipice Blade. It's gonna get us low. And issue again, we don't have Play Rough, means we are going to get walled by Landorus, and this is going to be an issue that you're going to see a lot of times, sadly. So yeah, Play Rough is definitely the way to go. Ho-Oh is very rare, and if people run Ho-Oh, they usually run it in the lead, so you're better off with that. But yeah, if you want to play this team, definitely something I can recommend you, as we're going to knock out the opponent there as well. But run Play Rough instead of the Wild Charge. I would have been even easier off in a lot of matchups, and I would have won a lot of more matchups, I think, if I had just had Play Rough as well. But otherwise, this team is amazing. This team works out really, really well. A lot of Groudon in the lead, as you're going to see here as well. Precipice Blades immediately, very smart decision from them. As you're going to see now, Dragonite. I actually misplayed this here because I didn't think about the counts, but they are right there. I will be able to farm up extra though, and have now basically 100 energy on my Kyogre, which is going to be amazing. They're forced to go for 1 superpower here against me, and I might want to go for another one as well. This will allow me now to go ahead and go for 1 Wild Charge and knock them out. The superpower doesn't do really a lot of damage because it's resisted, and I should be fine here. As we're going to see Wild Charge coming through, we're going to get shielded, and we can go for another one as well. They didn't swap out in time, or the switch clock wasn't up yet. They shield this one up as well, and now they are a little bit AFK. They're coming back like a few seconds later. I think they are already, like, I think they just went AFK because they closed the app actually here. You see, like, when those charge moves takes a little bit longer, they closed the app, which is kind of funny, but they came back again. And we will be able to go ahead and go for 1 Origin Pulse here to nuke away that Metagross, and we can go for another charge move here. Like, even if they didn't lag out there, we would have had this game pretty much clear, I think. So, like, that's going to be a very good game there. Especially as we had so much energy still on our Kyogre. Next opponent, we're going to see another MEWeedle against us. Very good for us, because we don't want to face this Pokemon with our Dialga in the back. We're going to, of course, stay in here and have a great time against them. We're gonna go ahead and take some damage here, and we're gonna go for 1 Surf. Surf going to be already enough to put them pretty low, but they're going to shield this move up. Here's the thing, they're going to win this if I don't invest any shield. If I invest a shield, they will not win this lead matchup, but actually I don't really want to invest any shield here right now. I'm going to let this move go through as well, because for me it's not really worth it to keep this very low Kyogre alive if I can just get extra energy now with my Zacian. And sadly, we're going to see another Landorus coming in. Again, if we had Play Rough, we would have had a great time here, had a great matchup, would have had definitely no issues beating the opponent there. But sadly, because we don't have this luxury here, we're going to have a very tough time against this opponent. We see Velta coming in now as well. Can go ahead and go for the Draco Meteor, but as you're going to see now, they're going to shield this move up, and I have at this point of time no option more. Like, if you had Play Rough again here, I would have been able to win this game pretty easily. So definitely run Play Rough with this team. This is not really the most ideal version here with Wild Charge. I will be able to knock them out, but I cannot go ahead and go for a charge move here yet. Actually, I think I might have been able to win this game. Stone Edge coming through here. If I went for my 1 fast move extra here, I think I still might have been able to survive 2 fast moves. I think I did. But yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know even. But like, again, if I had Play Rough, this would have been such an easy game to win. Like, there was literally nothing the opponent could have done. And only my moveset here already hurting me. So definitely very cool team to use, but please run Play Rough. We're going to be able to go for 1 close combat against the opponent. They're, interestingly enough, shielding this move up. That's something that I haven't really seen that often from a Dialga. I will be able to go ahead and go for another close combat. Usually let the first move go through, because they can get 2 shields afterwards if they wanted to. And here I will be able to go ahead and now farm them all the way down. I'm fine with that. I get a ton of energy here. If I had Play Rough again, it would have been a little bit better because you see now a Giratina coming in. This is not ideal for us or whatsoever. So yeah, again, if we had Play Rough, we would have had a great time there, but like this, we don't. Other thing though, we will be able to go for one Origin Pulse here, and this might either get the shield or the knockout against the opponent, and we're gonna get the shield against the opponent, which is okay for me. They can farm me all the way down, but they don't farm me all the way down, which is amazing for us, as we can now take this Omnious Wind. We can go ahead and go into our Dialga, aligning our Pokemon correctly, and we will see a Mamoswine coming in. I want to swap out into my Zacian to knock them out with one close combat, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. As this close combat coming through here, we will be able to knock them out, and we see the Giratina coming back in here. We can go for 2 wild charges, I guess, but it's not ideal to do that, but we're still going to be able to knock them out with that. That's kind of funny, I didn't even realize that. So Zacian with a wild charge even going to be able to knock out some dragon type Pokemon here. Actually, some of my friends did as well, so good game there. I didn't even know this. Usually I don't record till that point, so I was just late at closing my recording. Otherwise, we're going to be able to see here Zacian again against us in the lead. This is going to be an interesting matchup. I think they're best buddied as well. Yeah, they have the best buddy Remo on and also have the extra CP there. We will be able to go for one move there, but it's going to be actually a swap that I didn't even see. It's going to be the Xerneas. Usually you see like the move typing change first on the top, and so as both were pure fairy types, I didn't see that. And I make another mistake here. I should have shielded this move up. I didn't realize that they would have already got to the Moonblast here. Moonblast does so much more damage than anything that the opponent's Zacian would have been able to do. We're going to see a Yveltal coming in here though. And again, if we had Play Rough, this would have been such a better matchup again, because we don't have Play Rough, they're going to be able to go ahead and farm me down now, which is not really ideal. They're going to be able to get the farm down before I can do anything. We're going to be able to go into our Dialga though. And I'm going to shield this first move up already. They would have enough for a Focus Blast, and they're gonna go for the Focus Blast, which is amazing for us, because now we're going to have to deal with this opponent's Pokemon, but we're going to have to kind of maneuver around. We have to catch a move here eventually, and we're going to go for an Iron Head here first. They're going to have to shield this move up as well, and they're going to do that as we can go ahead and catch the move on our Kyogre. This is amazing, and this was the only way of us having a chance at least of winning this game, because one close combat is not enough to knock us out yet. We should be able to farm down just with our Dragon Breath alone, and now we have a Charge Move on. We're going to go for the big move here. We don't have to do this, but we kind of want to do this. It's going to be a Draco Meteor. Iron Head would have easily been enough already, but we just troll around here today, as you're going to see an opponent with a Mewtwo in the lead. Very neutral lead for us, a Hundo Mewtwo against us, as we can go ahead and go for some surf damage. We should be able to win this in the 2-shield scenario, I think, because we can just farm them all the way down, but I'm not sure actually. It's a very neutral matchup, to be fair. Can go either way depending on how you play it. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Zacian, allowing me to go for the Wild Charge sooner or later. Should have no-shielded this move for sure, because this next one will knock me out because I have the debuff here now. That was not the smartest decision I ever done. I'm gonna go straight for the charge move after this one, by the way, because I should do that, but never mind. They're going to go into their Landorus, and again we see the same situation we talked about before. If we had Play Rough, we would have been way better off, but again, we don't. So they're going to be able to go for one Stone Edge. They're going to be able to knock me out here. And at this point of time, it's all down to Dialga. I will be able to let this move go through against my Kyogre, and I will farm them all the way down. If Dialga can knock them all out, we're going to be fine. It's going to be a Primarina in the back. This is not ideal for us, but we're actually going to be able to go for 2 Iron Heads here, I think. But we have to farm them whatever they had in the lead there before, so it's going to be the Mewtwo. Sadly, they have a charge move already, and there's going to be a good game there, so yeah, there was not a lot that I can do about this one. Good game there, but again, Play Rough would have saved us there. Also, if I just no-shield the first one, I would have been able to win this game most likely as well. Just my own mistakes there, but also Primarina is a pretty tough Pokemon to deal with this team. Like, that's definitely something that you don't really want to face, but it's a very rare Pokemon to face. We see a Metagross coming in against us. This is not ideal, but we're going to force the opponent to throw a charge move against us, which is kind of fine. We will be able to go for our own charge move first, going to get them low. We're going to get them into a range where I can farm them down with my Kyogre, and I don't have to get up against Metagross with my Dialga, which is going to be nice. This should only be a medium mesh at this point of time, and it is, which allows us now to survive that move pretty easily, as we're going to see now a Dragonite coming in here. This is not ideal for us, but we will be able to go ahead and go for the Dialga itself, and we will be able to farm them all the way down. So yeah, this is going to be hopefully a good game. Let's take a look at this. We can farm them all the way down. We see the Garchomp coming in now as well. It's going to be an Earth Power. We're going to just shield them all up. I'm just going to go for the fast move down completely here. And I think Kyogre will be able to clean up this match up here, and this is going to be a very good game. Hope you enjoyed this video. On the right side, you're going to see the top teams for the Master League. On the left side, you're going to see my last battles in the Little Cup. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you're interested in either of them, please click them. Otherwise, hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.